Hello there. Welcome to my views and news. Can you hear me, viewers? Thank you, Yusuf Kabede, A. Eretrology, Mulugata, Klaus New. A says, I see you smile when you see me. Well, I smile whenever I see people join. Uh, but sometimes, yes, I remember your comments. Hassan Dalak says, yes, I am hearing you well. Burji Suyama joined as well. Welcome, Burji Suyama. Darn E says, hello. Hello, Darn E. Darn E is active in comment section, but sometimes he misses live chats. Abe Kareo says, hello, Sajid, you look good. Yes, I'm fine, Abe Kareo. Thank you for saying that. Uh, Three topics which I'll cover in this live chat for you. Ibrahim Said says, hi Sajid, how is general situation in Ethiopia? Ghirmiyai says, you're a pathological liar. I am AM Hirsi says, salam. Obsan Biya says, are you nice today, Sajid? Yes, I'm fine. Temesgen joined to Ali Abukar says, yes, I'm hearing well. Thank you for confirming, Ali Abukar. Is it Abukar or Abu Bakr? Because one of the companions of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, Hazrat Muhammad, was Abu Bakr. He was his friend. Ali Abdullahi says, he's written something in Somalia, I think. Adam Rogers says, anti-Somali Sajid. I don't know why some Somalis accuse me of being anti-Somali. And some of them have been watching me for 2 years now. And when I'm covering Somalia, Ethiopia conflict, suddenly I have become anti-Somali for them. Marcos 7720 joined to Ibrahim says, thank you for your information. We get good information every day. We have more updates. Thank you, Ibrahim. Most of the time, I quote my sources as well. And I don't think I have shared any unconfirmed report about Ethiopia Somalia tension so far. Yes, you people do not agree with my understanding of this issue, especially Somalis. They believe that Ethiopia is after the land. Ethiopia wants to annex Somali territories. So that is why I say this is a purely business deal between Ethiopia and Somaliland. Somalia should take it as a business deal. Hassan Dalak says, I've been watching your page since the Ethiopian army and TDF clashed. Thank you, Hassan. Yes, I remember your name. Abjun Arage joined too. Three topics, viewers. Firstly, is Tigray supplying weapons to Fano fighters? Today, Jafar Jamal joined to welcome Jafar. A vehicle has been captured today, which was carrying weapons for Fano fighters. And today, government media shared pictures of the captured vehicle and weapons. From where did this vehicle come? Where was it captured? Are armed smugglers operating between Tigray and Amhara? Welcome, Lily, a member. Warm welcome to you, Lily. Lily is the first member who has joined the live chat today. Fitsamaro. If you want to be a member, please click the link given in description section of this video. Second news story. I'm fine. Hello, Arifayane. I'm fine. Second news story is about some new appointments which are going to be made, which are going to be approved on Thursday by Ethiopian Parliament. Who is going to be the new Deputy Prime Minister and the Foreign Minister of Ethiopia? And thirdly, I want to talk a little about Farah Malim, member of parliament from Kenya, but he is head over heels involved in Ethiopia Somalia tension. Is he fueling the conflict? By the way, he was a very staunch supporter of Ethiopian PMRB when PMRB led federal forces waged war on Tigray. And he's a big fan of Eritrean President Isaias Afwerki as well. He believes, I heard from him once that sitting with Isaias Afwerki for an hour was better than reading books for days and months. Kinadid Garbo says, Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam, Kinadid Garbo. So these are three topics which I'll cover in this live chat. Thank you for joining. I can see several Somali names, people from Somali region of Ethiopia, Somalia, Somaliland, and they might be abroad as well. They might not be there, but they are from Somali origin mostly. Gradually, Somali viewership is building. It's good to see. Why? Because Michael Kidane joined. To welcome Michael, because we want to expand my views and views, but we're not in a position to cover each and every issue in the Horn of Africa. So we're mostly covering bilateral issues: Ethiopia, Eritrea, Ethiopia, Somalia, Ethiopia, Sudan issues. Main focus is on Ethiopia and Eritrea. I am not covering Somalia. A lot is happening there, though, but I'm covering Ethiopia, Somalia tension, Ethiopia, Somaliland. Let's get going, viewers. Let me start. First news story is about delivery of weapons from Tigray to Fano groups. Today was the second time when Ethiopian government-backed news outlets and activists claimed that Tigray is supplying weapons to Fano fighters. A vehicle has been captured. Uh, Janal Tooth says, Hi, Sajid, my trust media. Thank you, Janal. Today, a vehicle was intercepted, searched, and taken into custody when it was about to enter Voldia. Ahmad Muhammad, welcome. The vehicle started its journey from Makale. And I think it went to Bahirdar as well. Then it came to Waldia, where it was stopped. Security forces had advanced intelligence about the movement of this vehicle, and there were hidden compartments in the vehicle from where weapons have been captured. The weapons, the arms include munitions like mortars, bullets, other types of munitions and arms. This is the second time that a vehicle full of arms and munitions has been captured in the Amhara region. And the vehicle started its journey from Tigray, from Makale. Uh, Now, fingers are being pointed towards Tigray government. How is it possible for an arms smuggler, Noor Abdi, joined? Welcome, Noor Abdi. He says, Hi, Sajid, good evening from Somalia. How is it possible for a vehicle to transport weapons from Tigray without approval of Tigray interim government or TDF? Can we say that Tigray is supporting Fano fighters? Well, there is no formal alliance between TDF and Fano. Alche Alche joined here. I am not aware of any significant engagements between the two sides. Though I think Fano groups uh, gave a message of solidarity to Tigray when Fano fighters attacked a prison in Agoavi zone in Dangala, and some Tigrinya-speaking ENDF members were taken into custody from the prison by Fano fighters. Later, Fano fighters released the Tigrayans without demanding any money. Rather, the Tigrayans were treated well by Fano fighters. Can we say that maybe Fano and TDF are now new allies? Well, I don't know. I don't have any verified information, but I know one thing. What did Getachew say about the conflict in the Amhara region? He said that those who tried to kill us, tried to destroy us, are now fighting among themselves. We shouldn't be part of this conflict. We should let them fight. So, ideally, Tigray would like the conflict in Amhara to continue. Maybe it would like Abiy and Isaias to be not on good terms as well. And there could be some elements in Tigray in the guise of arms smugglers, in the guise of some other elements which are supporting Fano fighters by selling weapons to Fano fighters or by supplying weapons to Fano fighters. But there is no formal alliance between TDF and Fano. But Tigray government has a lot to explain. From Tigray's jurisdiction, this vehicle started its journey. From where were these munitions and arms and guns loaded in the vehicle? Where were these munitions and arms manufactured? So Tigray has a lot to explain, and we must not forget that Tigray interim government and Ethiopian federal government are not on good terms these days. We have seen a war of words between Tigray government and federal government. Federal government wants Ras Tita join too. Ethiopian army is supplying the Fano Ras Tita says. That's another topic, how Ethiopian army is supplying weapons to Fano fighters. We're talking about, yes, AM Hirsi says it could be a black market business. Yes, you're right, Hirsi, but still, if mortar shells are being transported from Tigray to Amhara, it means that Tigray government should explain. Are there gangs operating in Tigray so powerful that they can supply weapons from Tigray territories to Fano fighters? That just shows the gravity, the fragility of security situation in Tigray too. But my understanding is that maybe some elements in Tigray want to exacerbate the conflict in the Amhara region. If there is peace in Amhara region, obviously it would be difficult for Tigray to retake Mera Volkai Seg the Kora Melamata. But if the Amhara region is destabilized, maybe Tigray will have a better chance of retaking Mera Volkai Seg the Kora Melamata. Maybe some elements are behind smuggling of weapons from Tigray into Amhara. And today, government has shared details, pictures of vehicle, pictures of munitions and arms, pictures of the driver have been made public. So it's not just an empty claim. It's not just a claim, rather evidence has been shared by the government, Ethiopian government. Abdi Mohammed says Egypt. Oh, well, the vehicle started its journey from Tigray. How can Egypt connect with Tigray? No land border. Tigray cannot connect with Sudan even. It is only connected with Eritrea. The only country with which Tigray is sharing a border these days is Eritrea. Aspire says, is there any blast in Pakistan? I think there was a blast in Pakistan today or yesterday. I think it was The target was election campaign of a party. Tomorrow, voting will be held in Pakistan, but Pakistani election is a fraud, sham election, military in power here. So I don't take any interest in Pakistani politics because Pakistani elections are sham elections. International community should boycott this election. But elections are held. In most cases, the international community gives protection to the military, which is in power in Pakistan. No democracy. Ms. Sabho says your narrative is dangerous. Tigray does not want Amara to be destabilized. Well, I am not saying that Tigray is destabilizing the Amhara region. I'm saying that a destabilized Amhara region suits Tigray. Keeping in view, and by the way, this is what Getachew said. He said that our enemies are fighting. We should let them fight. What does it mean? I am just using different words, but this is what Getachew said, using different words. Overall, this development, that weapon transportation from Tigray to Amhara is happening, uh, could lead to rising of tension between Tigray government and Ethiopian federal government. Both have issued some strong statements, not on good terms these days. This new development, this incident could create more problems between the two sides. Horn of Africa information says, hello Sajid. Comsa said there are some gun runners in Tigray. If there are some gun runners, where is Tigray government? Muni joined. Welcome, Muni. Darni was missing him. Kemal says, highly likely they are arms smugglers. Yeah, you're right. But if arms smugglers have access to these weapons and the weapons can be transported to Amhara from Tigray, does it mean that Tigray government is on board or some elements in Tigray government are supporting this transportation of weapons? Or Tigray government is helpless? It does not know what is happening under its nose. This vehicle started its journey from Mekelle, Tigray's capital. Second, viewers, let me speak a little about appointments. I think in coming hours, we could see new foreign minister, deputy prime minister appointed in Ethiopia. Demeke Mekonnen resigned a few days ago. He worked as deputy prime minister and foreign minister of Ethiopia. He was deputy chairman of the Prosperity Party as well. Now, a new foreign minister is going to be appointed. Maybe defense minister could be changed as well. So let's see. So far, the ideal, the most favorite candidate for the slot for defense for foreign minister and deputy prime minister is reportedly intelligence agency chief Temesgen Tiruneh. And maybe tomorrow, Temesgen Tirune's appointment could be approved. Temesgen is from Gujum, from the Amhara region, and he is the one who is in charge of military operation against Fano fighters because he is in charge of state of emergency setup established after the announcement of state of emergency. So an Amhara is going to replace an Amhara. Temake was Amhara too. It's very likely that an Amhara will replace an Amhara. Some people say that deputy prime minister, foreign minister could be from Oromia. I don't think so. I think Abiy wouldn't take the risk of appointing an Oromo as his deputy, as foreign minister. So, an Amhara, and most likely, I think, Temesgen. By the way, Ethiopian intelligence agency chief is a key post. Who is stronger in Ethiopia? Intelligence agency chief or a foreign minister? I think ideally, if you ask me, the intelligence agency chief is very powerful. He has immense powers and he knows what is happening in Ethiopia, outside Ethiopia. Uh, if Damascus is transferred from intelligence agency head to foreign minister, would it be a promotion or demotion? What do you think? Definitely demotion, says A. Then the next question is, who is going to be the next intelligence agency chief? Is it going to be from Oromia? If an Oromo general or an Oromo politician is appointed as the head of Ethiopian intelligence agency chief, it would be a big development. It means that the Prime Minister of Ethiopia would successfully remove an Amhara from a top government slot. So let's see what happens. Who will be the next foreign minister? Who will be the next intelligence agency chief? That we'll see hopefully in coming hours, I think. Early viewers, no, someone is saying foreign minister from Tigray. Yeah, Tigray. So far, I think I don't think Tigray would be willing to be part of federal government now, because now there are some serious unresolved issues between Tigray and Addis Ababa. At this point of time, at this time, I don't think Tigray would become part of federal government. Now, third topic, viewers, which is about Ethiopia, Somalia. By the way, the video a few hours ago, and I said that people in Somalia, Ethiopians in Somalia, are at risk. And several viewers commented, they said, Sajid, you're fueling the conflict. You're endangering the people there. There is no such thing. Isaac Ibrahim joined. Welcome, Isaac. So you are creating ethnic tensions. Well, I warn in advance about likely scenarios. And when I warn about something, it's based on some information. 6 Ethiopians have been killed in an attack in Beledawao. Alex Awake says, Salam. And several other Ethiopian communities in Somalia are complaining that they're under pressure, they're being harassed, they're being told to go back to Ethiopia. So Ethiopians in Somalia are in danger. When we say that, it does not mean that we are fueling the conflict. Rather, we are warning those who are in power. We are asking the government to take action. asking the governments on both sides of the border that they should protect the people. This is what we mean by sharing this type of news. We're not supporting any party in this conflict, but we want the voice of innocent people to be heard through this channel. That is why I spoke about the plight of Ethiopians in Somalia. I think people of Somalia should protect Ethiopians who are in Somalia. If they protect Ethiopians, maybe it will mend the fractured ethnic harmony which we are seeing these days because of PM Abiy's MOU with Somaliland. Now, let me talk about the Kenyan member of parliament who perhaps is more loyal than the king, more religious than the pope. He's an MP. He is, I think, a Somali. His name is Farah Malim. Farah Malim, as I said earlier, was very supportive of Ethiopian PM Abiy. He used to call PM Abiy as his friend. During the 2-year-long war, he supported the war. He was very critical of TPLF. And he was very vocal in his support for the Prime Minister of Ethiopia for the military operation in Tigray. And the man is very fond of Isaias Afwerki, the Eritrean president. I have read his comments about Isaias Afwerki. And the day Ethiopia, Somaliland signed an MOU, Farah Malim was one of the first who criticized the MOU, and since then he has been fueling the conflict between Ethiopia and Somalia. A video of Farah Malim is in circulation where he can be seen addressing a gathering of Somalis. And he can be heard saying that he's addressing regional presidents of Somalia, saying, Dini, be brave. We know you are brave. Dini is Portland president. Laftagarin, be brave. Laftagarin is, I think, Southwest regional state president. Be brave, you are brave. And he said, and he's asking Hassan Sheikh. He's saying, Hassan Sheikh, leave diplomacy. We don't need diplomacy. And then he's threatening that Kenyans, 500 Kenyans will join the war in support of Somalia if Ethiopia invades Somalia. Means if Ethiopia tries to gain access to sea through Somaliland. So all that is being said by a Kenyan. He's from Kenya. Member of parliament there. Yes, he's an ethnic Somali, if I am not wrong. But, and if you remember, he and some other MPs issued a joint statement a few days ago after Ethiopia signed MOU with Somaliland, warning Ethiopia, threatening Ethiopia. So, people in Somaliland and some Ethiopians are lashing out at Farah Malim. They're saying that Farah Malim is crossing red lines. He's Kenyan. What he's saying is not Kenyan government's policy. How can a Kenyan MP say that 500 Kenyans will be sent to fight in support of Somalia if Ethiopia invades Somalia? These remarks are coming from an MP, member of parliament, not from an ordinary Kenyan. You know, says, wishing you all the best on your upcoming surgery. Thank you, Hinak. Somali One Nation says he is Somali first. Sigai Hele says, thank you, Sajid, for your information. Welcome, Sigai Hele. Yini Musica joined to welcome Yini Musica. And eh, and by the way, just 2 days ago, uh, an imam in Minnesota asked Somalia's government to declare jihad against Ethiopia. He said that this is the way to stop Ethiopia. And it can Wundi Frau Ayale, welcome, Hussein Hibo, welcome, KOA, welcome to. Do you know Colonel Damak Azadu is Tigrayan ethnically, he's saying. Does he admit that? An imam of a mosque in Minnesota 2 days ago uh, asked Hassan Sheikh government to declare jihad, holy war on Ethiopia. These people, that imam is in Minnesota. Farah Malim is in Kenya. If anything happens, if a war breaks out between Ethiopia and Somalia, these people won't be affected. Farah Malim won't fight on front lines. That imam won't fight on front lines. But they are fueling this conflict. And that is why we are seeing strong statements from Somali side, and which is leading to rising of ethnic tensions between Somalis and Ethiopians, especially Ethiopian Oromos. Bother a video today about a statement from Eritrean Information Ministry. Today, the Information Ministry of Eritrea leveled allegations against Tigray leaders, Tigray intellectuals, saying that these people have not learned any lessons. They waged war because they thought that they were more powerful. They made big claims. They devastated their region, but still they are doing the same. They are saying that Eritrean nationalism is a threat to Tigrayans. The Ministry of Information of Eritrea referred to a conference held in Tigray, where some speakers said that Eritrean nationalism was the main issue. It was a threat to Tigray, and that point was picked by Eritrean government, and it issued a statement today. And it asked KMS, Sajid, you're pro MOU, as if I'll get something from this MOU. Today's statement from Eritrean Ministry of Information indicates that so much has happened in Tigray. Tens of thousands have died. Eritreans died too. Tigray is devastated. Eritrea suffered to some extent too. It suffered losses, but mainly Tigray has been devastated. But still, no reconciliation, no signs of any de-escalation between Tigray and Eritrea. And I said in that video that it does not uh, bode well for lasting peace in the Horn of Africa. Because key issues between Tigray and Ethiopia, Tigray and Eritrea are unresolved. You see that Tigray government and Ethiopian federal government not on good terms these days. Some very strong statements issued by the two sides. Abiy and Isaias not on good terms, avoiding each other. And Tigray, Eritrea obviously not on good terms. You see, no prospects of lasting peace between Ethiopia and Eritrea, Tigray and Eritrea. Nisabho says Eritrea does not want negotiation. Getachew approached Eritrea twice. Eritrea does not want to talk about territories. It doesn't want to talk about border. Tigray wants to talk about border. Eritrea says there is nothing to talk about. The boundary commission's decision has been implemented. So main issue is a border issue which is unresolved, and Tigray wants Eritrean military to withdraw from some areas like Badme, and then talks should be held. That is what Debretsion proposed a few weeks ago. Eritrea is showing no flexibility. It is in a strong position militarily, economically, so it won't withdraw from Badme, etc. Sigai says he's responding to KMA saying everyone has right to support or not to support MOU. Well, I am not supportive of or against the MOU. I only say that this desire of Ethiopian government to gain access to sea should be taken as a business opportunity by neighboring countries. They should earn from Ethiopia. Djibouti has been earning from Ethiopia for decades. Djibouti has earned billions of US dollars from handling Ethiopian imports and exports. This money should be earned by Eritrea, by Somalia, by Somaliland. They should not talk about historical grievances. Sign a new pact with Ethiopia. Earn from Ethiopian market, Ethiopian imports and exports. S. Hussain says, don't fool anyone with your pro-Ethiopia position. Abdi says, Abiy wants war. If war breaks out, can Abiy gain access to the sea? By the way, tell me. If war breaks out between Ethiopia and Somalia, will Abiy be able to gain access to sea? No. War does not suit Ethiopia now. How can Ethiopia gain access to sea through war? How can it use a port if there is war? Ethiopia needs to have access to sea peacefully through dialogue, maybe through putting some pressure to, but it cannot afford a war. Saeed Isa says, Sajid, I think you're flinching these days. Saeed is not a new name for me. I think he's been watching me for some time. But since maybe he's from Somali origin, so now my reporting for him is not impartial. Michael says Eritrea is looking for any excuse to stay relevant. Eritrea is relevant, by the way. It does not need an excuse. Eritrea is relevant in the Horn of Africa. It has a big military. It has a seasoned leader. It has internal stability as well. So it is very relevant, whether you talk about Sudan or Ethiopia or Somalia. A says, Sajid, everyone wants you to take their side. Yes, this is the problem. Mooney says, you can't be relevant with an empty pocket, Mr. Conflict Analyst. Well, Eritrean pocket might be empty, but they have some military assets. They have trained their entire nation. Their trainers are known for their skills. They trained Ethiopian armed groups, proxy groups. They are training Sudanese fighters. They are training Somalia's forces. And Isas Sewuki knows the region in and out. So we should not dismiss Eritrea as irrelevant. Eritrea is very relevant, I think. And that is why we're seeing that Burhan visited Eritrea twice. Uh, Hassan Sheikh visited Eritrea twice in the last few months. Eritrea can't sustain that, Mooney says. Let's see. Uh, I think problem is that Eritrean neighbors are more destabilized than is Eritrea. This is the main problem. That is why Eritrea is relevant, because Eritrean neighbors are faced with internal crises. Sudan, war there. Ethiopia, just out of war, and a war-like situation in Amhara. Somalia, fighting against Al-Shabaab. Djibouti, irrelevant. Eritrea is strong because its neighbors are weak. S. Hussain says $10 salary a month from Abi makes Sajid very happy. Come on. By the way, I can earn a lot from my views and news. But yes, money matters. But what I am earning from YouTube is enough for me. There are several ways of earning money, but I don't need that type of money. I don't have whatever I get is enough for me, for my family, even more than that. So I don't need any salary from anyone. And by the way, I think I can earn a lot, not just $10. I don't need this type of money, I think. Because 43 minutes have passed, I think we should end this live chat session. Moni, thank you for appreciating me. Your appreciation matters a lot because mostly you're critical of me. I think we should end this live chat. Tomorrow, new appointments will be approved by Ethiopian Parliament. Secondly, a vehicle carrying munitions and weapons has been captured in Tigray. Are you voting in upcoming election? No, I won't. I won't. Why? Because this election is sham. It has no credibility. Military is engineering the election. There is no point in becoming part of this election. So I won't vote. Thank you for joining, viewers. See you tomorrow. If internet is not down, then I'll be with you tomorrow. If internet is down, if it is cut off, then I might not be able to make videos, to upload videos, to be in live chat. Let's see what happens. So far, internet working here. So hopefully I'll be back after a few hours with a new video. Thank you for joining this live chat. See you after a few hours. See you tomorrow in the next live chat session. Thank you. Stay blessed. Bye bye.